Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is 𝗏𝗶𝗴𝗶𝗶𝗏. Welcome to our third video on the role our government can play in revolutionizing Nigeria. The title of this video is Step 1A. First thing first, reduction of cash in circulation in Nigeria. I mentioned in the introductory video that the solution to Nigeria's conundrum requires a radical approach, and that the problem cannot be solved by way of borrowing the solution from other countries or nations. Nigeria's problems can only be solved Nigeria's way, not British way, not America's way, not France's way, not the way any other country solved her problem. I mentioned that copy and paste cannot work in solving our problem, because the nature of our problem is different from theirs. Therefore, the solution must definitely be different from theirs. I also mentioned in the previous video that the best and most effective way to eradicate criminal activities in any country is by preventing it from happening. It is better than punishing the offenders after perpetrating the crimes. Another important factor whenever it comes to the issue of solving a problem of every kind is to dig into the root cause of that problem. When the root cause of any problem is found, then finding the solution to that problem becomes easier compared to when the root cause is not known. Now, here are three important factors as discussed above. First, prevention of problem is better than curing it. Second, digging into the root cause of problem in order to make the task of finding a solution easier. Third, localizing the solution to Nigeria's problem instead of importing or copying them from other nations. Based on the above three guidelines, let us dig into the root of Nigeria's problem with a view to see how we can prevent it from happening using Nigeria's way. Cash is found by many researchers to be the major cause for all crimes, and therefore the best and easiest way to prevent corruption and stop crimes in Nigeria is by reducing the amount of cash in circulation. When most, if not all, monetary transactions are performed electronically, a lot of crimes, including corruption, will gradually start declining until they become a matter of history in Nigeria. Now, the root cause of corruption and other crimes in Nigeria has been found. The next thing is to apply the strategy of prevention is better than cure by limiting the amount of cash in circulation in the country, which will help in preventing corruption and many other crimes in our country. How then can we easily reduce the amount of cash in circulation in Nigeria and force people to be making all their monetary transactions electronically? The answer to this question is that reduction of the amount of cash in circulation can be achieved by the Central Bank of Nigeria withdrawing all 1,000, 500, and 200 naira notes, such that the highest currency note to be in circulation in the country will be 100 naira note. In addition to this, the Central Bank of Nigeria is to limit the amount of cash one can withdraw from banks on a daily basis to something like 2,000 naira or 3,000 naira daily, or any amount deemed to be more appropriate. What I mean here is that the only currency notes to be in circulation in the country should be 100 naira, 50 naira, 20 naira, 10 naira, and 5 naira notes. And the maximum amount of cash one can withdraw from all bank accounts related to him or her in a day should be 2,000 or so. This will force people to open bank accounts and transact their businesses electronically. When this is achieved and people are forced to transact their businesses electronically, the following crimes will automatically disappear in Nigeria. Number 1, robbery. Without cash, nothing armed robbers can do. The only thing they can do is to force their victims to transfer money into their accounts. The moment they do this and it is reported, all the government needs to do is to instruct the bank to freeze the criminal's account and any other account related to him or her. In other words, any bank account bearing the BVN number of that culprit must be freezed. Also, any account the criminal transferred money to from the date of that crime should equally be freezed. By doing this, the money can easily be recovered. Hence, robbery will be a waste of time and a cause for trouble for the criminal. This means nobody will engage in robbery any longer. Number 2, kidnapping ransom. The case of kidnappers in a cashless society is the same as that of armed robbers. Hence, kidnapping for ransom will automatically die in a cashless society. 3, stealing. In a cashless society, thieves can only steal properties, but not money any longer. And even the properties, some of the most valuable assets such as cars, tricycles, motorcycles, bicycles, gold, etc. can be protected from theft, as I will explain, God willing, in the video discussing formalization of the informal sectors. Number 4, burglary. Just as the case of stealing, burglars also cannot burst into people's houses and terrorize them any longer. This is because one cannot ask for money because it is traceable and recoverable in a cashless society. Also, they cannot seize or take away their valuable assets, such as vehicles, gold, etc., because there is no way they can sell or use them. This will be explained further, God willing, in the video discussing formalization of informal sectors. 5, advance fee fraud, that is 419. In a cashless society, people who are engaged in cheating others through advance fee fraud, otherwise known as 419 in Nigeria, can no longer do so. This is because whenever you succeeded in receiving money from someone's account into yours through dubious means, the moment your victim reports you to the relevant authorities, everything can be recovered from you, especially if it did not take a long time. And even if you have spent the money, whatever you bought can be seized by the government. Therefore, there is no essence in engaging in this kind of activity any longer. Number 6, office fraud. Under a cashless society, people using their offices to defraud the government or their employers can no longer do so because it will be very difficult to do. God willing, I will explain why it will be difficult in the video discussing formalization of the informal sectors. When government officials cannot be able to defraud the government in any way, then government money will be safe, and the government can be able to use it to do projects that will be beneficial to the economy, which in turn will open the door for creation of more jobs in the country and eradication of joblessness and poverty. 7, cyber crimes. Under a cashless society, people engaged in cyber crimes will also lose their jobs. In a very similar way, advanced fee fraudsters will lose their own jobs. 8. Bribery and corruption. These two deadly monsters that have been a thorn in the flesh of Nigerian citizens will eventually be brought to an end under this new system, because everything will be transparent. Therefore, engaging in bribery and corruption acts will become very difficult and dangerous to perpetrate. 9. Money laundering. Under a cashless society, money laundering will become very difficult, if not impossible. This is because once stolen, the government can be able to easily trace and recover the loot. 10. Drugs importation. In a situation whereby all payments are done electronically, Bureau de Change is highly regulated, and imports and exports also are highly controlled, the business of drugs importation will go into extinction in Nigeria. This is because the importers of these drugs will find it difficult to get foreign exchange. 11. Printing of fake currencies. In a cashless economy, printing of fake currency business will naturally die, because the highest currency in the country will be 100 naira note, and printing this note as a fake currency will not be profitable at all. Number 12. Other crimes. There are other crimes that cashless society alone cannot solve. But if the cashless society is combined with other measures, such as formalization of the informal sectors, whistleblowing policy, imposing high control measures on imports and exports, etc., these other crimes also will vanish. These include, but not limited to, human trafficking, piracy, smuggling, police brutality and hostility, election malpractices, political thuggery, vehicles and other valuable properties theft, etc. God willing, I will explain this in the subsequent videos. Now, when the common man is free from all the above crimes, such that he doesn't expect anybody to burgle his house, or steal his vehicle, or kidnap him, or any of his family members, and demand for ransom, or rob him on the highway, or defraud him, etc., definitely he will enjoy a high sense of relief and enjoys his life on this Mother Earth before he meets his Creator, the Almighty. On a similar note, when government officials are prevented from stealing the money that is supposed to be used to execute important projects that will benefit people in the country, this money can be used to develop the economy and create job opportunities for the masses. All these mean less corruption, less crimes, less joblessness, less poverty, stronger economy, and better life for everybody in the country. In this video, I explained how the government can easily reduce the circulation of cash in Nigeria. In the next video, God willing, I will explain why the government should do so. In the subsequent videos also, I will explain, God willing, other steps the government will take in order to prevent corruption and other crimes from happening in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. If your dream is to wake up and see a new Nigeria, free from corruption, crimes, joblessness, and poverty, then join us at Naija Digital Revolution and contribute your quota by sharing this and other related videos, liking us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. All these are ways to encourage and support us to achieve this objective. You are also required to register with us in order to form a strong union for the eradication of corruption, crimes, as well as other negative characters and attitudes from among us. by clicking on this link, which you can find below, or visiting the homepage of our website, sites.google.com/site/Naija Digital Revolution/home, and clicking on the red link. In order to find us on the social media, just search for Naija Digital Revolution on Google, YouTube, or Facebook. We are also on Twitter and Instagram. You can watch our videos, listen to our audios, or read our articles from our website or any of the above medias. You can also contact us by sending us WhatsApp or Telegram messages through our Airtel line number 090-1255-8425. Please don't call or send text messages. Once again, thank you for listening. May God help us.